Welcome back to the Bak'n Show. In today's episode, we're going to go over this 2x4 here in the laundry room, bro. The laundry room doesn't have much going on right now. We got the 4x4, which is shut down right now, and this 2x4 here, which is also shut down. Only thing we got going on in the laundry room right now is this one 2x4, which holds these two plants, the Gorilla Glue number 4 here on the left, and the Sour Power Phenol number 1 here on the right. Let me get you off the tripod so you can get you a closer look at the girls. All right, here's a closer look at the girls. As you can see, they've been trained. See some of the branches bent under the trellis net. I had to do that because they were pretty tall when I put them in here. That's the Gorilla Glue on the left and the Sour Power there on the right. Sour Power got a little bit more cleaning up that needs to be done at the bottom, but not major. It's plenty light penetration. Again, it's the Spider Farmer SF2000 right there, doing a marvelous job in this tent. My heat is definitely not an issue in here like I've had in the past, like I spoke about in previous videos. And this light is doing dynamite. I have no complaints about this light whatsoever. Definitely something that I definitely would look to get one to put in this tent right here. That's my other 2x4 right there. I'm definitely going to get one of these here to put in there. This light here is, even if I had to purchase it, Spider Farmer sponsored me with this particular one here. And they sent me the ultrasonic humidifier, which you always see in my veg corner, which is now the Grow Peaceful in the outside grow corner. And I always talk about the humidifier then, which is a dynamite humidifier. And this light here, when I first put it in here, I said, well, let me give it a run and see how she do. Then I'll judge it after that. I figured the lights that I had in here, because the lights that I had in here was the HLG 240 and the Mars Hydro TS600. I had covering this tent here because had an HLG 240. Actually, I have a HLG 240 in that tent there also, and I had the one in here plus the other light. And when I put the other light in here, I was trying to push the plants that were in here a little harder by giving them extra light. But at the same time, I was introducing more heat because I was bringing in another light. So that became an issue. But since Spider Farmer sent me this light here, I have to say it does a much better job of covering the tent with just the one light than having the 3 lights I had in here prior to. And I'm noticing it's starting to get on my nerves. This cord, I need to move it up. Yeah. Okay. The fan cord is come down. It's not, I need to support it up here a little better than I have it. And it's getting in the way of the fan oscillating, and it's getting on my nerves. So definitely after the video, I gotta come in and do a little maintenance. Got it up there now, but yeah, as you can see, that white cord there was getting clipped by the fan as it turned. But back to the plants. As you can see, the plants are doing great. The light, dynamite, doing a fantastic job. Light coverage is on point. 2x4 tent. If you're in the market for a 2x4 light, check this SF2000. The SF2000 out. It's not expensive. Use my discount code. I have that on the bottom of the screen or down in the description. And give them a shot, man. Spider Farmer is definitely rocking. I can't wait to get me, hopefully, I get me a Spider Farmer light that can cover that 5x5 tent that I'm growing in. Because that light there, I'm using the HLG Scorpion R-Spec over there, and which is doing a great job, but it's not rated for a 5x5. It's only rated for a 4x4. So I like to get that light in there changed out here in the near future. But I'd say by September, when I am back up and running again, when I'm starting, because after these runs here that I'm currently running now, I'm shutting down because I'm going to be on vacation pretty much the month of August and then some of July. So I'm not going to be able to do videos like I normally do. So when I start back up in September, it's going to be all new strains. And hopefully by then I'll have a light for that 5x5 changed out. I'm pretty sure I will, definitely. Even if I'm not sponsored, if a sponsor doesn't come through for me, I'll definitely just purchase a light and put it in there. So, but as for this here, it's not a whole lot to show or talk about this week. As you can see, the plants are doing great. Bud set is definitely on. Let me get in here a little closer so you can get to see that. You see that they're definitely swelling up on there, the bud set. And it's Gorilla Glue all the side shoots. Once I bent her over like that, you see that line going through her mane going through that way. All these side shoots came up. Nice pretty leaves. I grew this before years ago. Loved Gorilla Glue #4. When it first kind of came out, I got it then, and I was running it for a couple years. And then I haven't run it for a while. And I needed a plant to fill out this tin here. And a buddy of mine, he had one. He had a plant that was past being a clone, and this was it. He said I could have it, so I threw it in here with this Sour Power Pheno #1, and they're doing a fantastic job of filling out this tent. I'll probably have to throw one more trellis net up on here, and I might do that here in the coming week or so, just to cover those little buds right there. But or maybe not. I might not even need it. You know, it depends on how the girl grows over the next week. We still in the stretch phase, so we still want to get some more stretch out of them. So 9 times out of 10, I'll definitely be putting another trellis net up. But only one more. It's definitely been cleaned up a lot better than I've done in the past. So sometimes I clean them up well like this, and sometimes I get lazy and I don't. But this here was going to be a breeze to run and grow. I can just tell. I already know about the Sour Power of this particular pheno anyway. This Gorilla Glue is the first time I'm growing this particular pheno, so I don't, from looking at the way she looks right now, when we get to the end, we're not going to have a whole lot of leaves. It's going to be easy to manage and clean this plant up and harvest it. And once I harvest her, she's going to dry up right here in this tent. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to dry in this tent. But the time, make me say this, I'm in flower now, and I'm going to be, like I said, be doing vacations. And I wanted to have this tent down by August the 16th, I think it is. No later than August the 16th. But I think, after I did the math, I'm actually going to need this tent possibly to go an extra week. And if so, then I'm going to have to let my son have to run it for another week for me. But if not, depends on how the trichomes look, I might go ahead and just snatch it down. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll be in the week 8 when I'm ready for it to really come down, and I really probably need to let it go for a few more days. Possibly we'll see when the trichomes will be the determining factor. But yes, my vacations are going to kind of run in with my grows, and so that's why one of the reasons why I didn't start anything new up, like directly behind me, the 4x4. It was just a drying tent. Once it finished drying the plants, I'm not running anything. The 2x4 right next to this, the 2x2.5 that I got out there, that be the behind the curtain grow. I have that 2x2.5 and a 4x4 there. Well, that 2x2.5 is not running anything currently. The 4x4 is running 5 plants currently, and they are all in week 6. So after in 2 more weeks or so, those will be coming down, and I won't be running nothing back in that tent. So we won't be running anything again in any of those tents until September. So yeah, that's what I have for you in this week's video. It's not a whole lot to see, but you can see that the plants are definitely developing and growing. And we're in the coming weeks, month or so, we should have some dynamite weed coming out of this tent here, like always, But this here, we're not having any issues. The cocoa is rocking and rolling. In this particular one over here, as you can see, it's some white specks. So that's from the Gorilla Glue. My buddy, he runs vermiculite along with his peat moss or something. That's his combo. So when I transplanted some of what he was growing in, that's what you see there. Because over on this side, you don't see nothing but a couple little specks on that. That's just because of transfer when I was transplanted. But yeah, that's why you see those white specks down there if you're curious. I think that's just vermiculite. I've never used vermiculite before, so I don't even know what it looks like, but I believe it's something like that there. Yeah. But I need to do a little maintenance down here. As you can see, all that little junk is trying to redevelop down there. I'll clean that right off of there. And then also over here on this side here, this branch here never made it up to the trellis net, but I'm not going to cut it off. I'm going to let it go ahead and grow. But stuff on the one there, I'm going to clean all that off the bottom. This is no need. Because here in a couple of weeks, this whole canopy will get filled out. You won't get any light down here, at least not enough light that's going to produce anything down there to the slope. Well, that's what I have for you in this week's video. If you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, share, and subscribe. And until the next one, stay baked.